Hello and welcome. We are back with The Social Connection, your latest from the world of social media with me, Ishani Mathur and Preeti Tiwari.
Yes, sit back and relax as we take you through all the fun and a little bit of drama that did the round on the social media circuit.
Yes, so before we get to what's trending, here are the interesting stories for this week.
Young British Muslims join fight against Islamic State militants.
Facebook apologizes to LGBT communities.
LinkedIn announces new tools to help students.
As IS extremists call for mass murders throughout Europe in the name of religion, young Muslims are hitting back with a Twitter campaign saying "Not in my name." Take a look.
The ISIS do not represent Islam or any Muslim.
Because it's totally un-Islamic.
Because they're killing innocent people.
Because you're unjust.
A group of young British Muslims have joined the fight back against Islamic State militants with a social media campaign. From Norway to Germany to France and to many other countries, Muslims have taken to the streets to denounce the IS jihadists controlling large areas of Iraq and Syria, who they say have hijacked their religion and terminology to spread hate and breed violence. After the murder of David Haines and kidnapping of Alan Hemming, the East London-based group Active Change Foundation voiced their anger. The foundation has started hashtag campaign Not in My Name that has spread rapidly across Twitter and other social media platforms. The campaign spread the word Muslims reject IS, its ideology and action, and to show that IS do not represent the Islamic faith or the Muslim community. The group on its website, using an alternative name for IS alongside videos of young Muslims holding placards with the slogan said, "Tell the real world that ISIS is the real enemies of Islam. It's nothing to do with us." The YouTube video features a number of British Muslims condemning the actions of IS because it does not represent Islam. The group asked Muslims to reject groups like IS that use Islam to justify evil objectives.
Social media giant Facebook has apologized for a policy that drew criticism from the LGBT groups for the deactivation of hundreds of accounts of drag queens and professionals. Take a look.
Facebook has apologized to LGBT communities and drag queen users whose accounts were deleted for violating its policy on using real names. In a statement, the company said it will update its policy to allow users to identify themselves by their preferred names, even if it's not their legal name. The world's biggest online social network recently caught heat when it deleted several hundred accounts belonging to self-described drag queens, other performers and members of the lesbian, gay, bisexual and transgender community. In the apology issued from company's chief product officer, Chris Cox, the company promised to fix the way this policy gets handled but didn't provide specifics on how it would do so. The company said it would build new authentication tools to verify accounts flagged for being fake, following a controversy in which members of the LGBT community began leaving the social network so that they could use pseudonyms. Facebook has long required its users to go by their real names on the site for security purposes to stand out from other social networks. The statement from the company official also promises to improve the current real name policy to include all different types of people without risking the safety of other users.
Well, for some students, choosing the right career path starts with finding the right school. What kind of placements are there and so on and so forth, it is a nightmare.
Yes, and for that reason, LinkedIn has introduced a new tool that uses data from the members to help students find out their dream universities.
LinkedIn is aiming to get them while they are young. The Mountain View, California-based company is stocking up on new tools designed to attract younger internet users to the platform as their students make the steps on their professional journey, starting with college. From there, LinkedIn wants to be involved every step of the way, from determining which college to attend and what to study after arrival. LinkedIn announced 3 new tools for students: Decision Boards, University Outcome Rankings, and University Finder. Decision Boards is a decision-making tool meant to help students share their evolving thought process with and request input from trusted advisors. They can also meet future classmates for inspiration and commiseration before even stepping on campus. Decision Boards is a combination of organizing, socializing, and gathering insight. Yet it's rather useless unless you already know which schools you're considering. University Outcome Rankings aims to help by showing which schools are the best at launching graduates into desirable jobs. LinkedIn analyzes millions of alumni profiles to find out how schools around the world stack up across various careers. LinkedIn claims these are the first rankings using alumni career outcomes to rank schools for specific careers. Furthermore, it plans to add more categories and countries, so this is just the beginning. University Finder is supposed to make searching for schools a more personalized experience using interactive graphs based on the future career each student wants for himself or herself. Along its own journey to map the world's economic graph, LinkedIn already has more than 25,000 pages for just universities. The professional social network stands at more than 300 million users worldwide and counting. LinkedIn is essentially trying to help with solving the challenge of youth unemployment, college graduation rates, student loan debt, and so on. And if it gets students hooked on its platforms early, well then all the better. Well, now it's time for us to take a break. Stay tuned for the latest Facebook and Twitter trends and how Facebook is now going to compete with Google.
मैं तो सीधी सीधी बात करने वाला आदमी हूँ कि जिस जगह पे सत्य है वहाँ खुदा है, जिस जगह पे अहिंसा है वहाँ ईश्वर है।
Welcome back. Moving on, let's catch up with the latest trends on the social media circuit.
As a hospital in Washington, D.C. confirmed the admission of a patient with Ebola-like symptoms who had recently traveled to Nigeria, hashtag Ebola in DC trended on Twitter. Search engine giant Google shuts down Orkut after 10-year run this week. However, users can save their profiles, scraps, testimonials and community posts via Google Takeout service till September 2016. This made Orkut one of the top trends on Facebook. With the Swachh Bharat campaign launched by the Prime Minister on Gandhi Jayanti, hashtag Swachh India, Clean India with Human Being and My Clean India trended on Twitter. A spirited Indian men's hockey team defeated arch rivals and defending champions Pakistan 4-2 to end its 16-year-old gold medal drought in the Asian Games. Apart from earning a direct berth to the 2016 Rio Olympics, Indian hockey trended on Facebook as well. As Dussehra festivities were on across the country, thousands present at Patna's Gandhi Maidan suffered in a stampede, with the death toll rising and many injured with what seemed like a spread of a rumor. Hashtag Patna and Bihar trended on Twitter. More than 2 million pilgrims streamed into Mecca for the start of the annual Islamic Hajj pilgrimage. As this journey of faith began this week, it also became a top trend on Facebook.
Pinterest is making some changes that will make it behave like Facebook. That is, if the users choose to opt in.
Exactly. Now, Pinterest will use the information from your browsing history and its advertising partners to recommend products for you. Now, if you wish your Pinterest account might just behave a lot more like Facebook. Beginning on October 19th, Pinterest will use information gleaned from your browsing history and from its advertising partners to recommend products to its users. If you don't want to be a part of the new program, you've got a month to let Pinterest know. On your settings page, simply toggle all the relevant permissions to no. With the new changes to the privacy policy, Pinterest will have the ability to show you promoted pins based on your gender, your recent internet history, and anything Pinterest ad partners happen to already know about you. It will collect log data, cookies from recent sites, and the devices you visited them on. Previously, Pinterest prided itself on predominantly using your interests to advertise to you in the form of promoted pins. Pinterest wants to show you products and experiences you've already indicated you're interested in by pinning similar things in the past. Appu Gupta, CEO of Pinterest Analytical Service, reportedly said about how Pinterest audience targeting can differentiate from traditional advertising. In a traditional demographic-based ad, I might give you an ad for camping equipment because you're 25 to 35 and male. But on Pinterest, I'd advertise it because you're pinning a lot of camping equipment. I don't care that you're actually 55. I know you'll be a buyer. It doesn't seem like outside data logs and cookies could be more accurate than what you're pinning. Some people use shared computers, others may access sites for business as well as pleasure. sites that don't 100% reflect their favorite things. However, this change isn't for Pinterest's benefit. It's for Pinterest advertisers. Julie Park, head of partnerships, said that they want to help advertisers better understand how their promoted pins are doing. Well, if you don't care about making it easier for advertisers to sell you stuff, Pinterest has been remarkably transparent, offering you a full month to leave the program.
Well, according to a popular journal, Facebook is now going to compete with Google by launching a new advertising network.
Yes, it's reportedly named Atlas, and the new tool will help the marketers better measure and target their performance of the ads. Take a look.
Facebook will reportedly roll out Atlas, the ad platform it purchased from Microsoft last year, to help companies and marketers track their ads' effectiveness around the web. The report says Facebook will also allow companies to purchase ads on websites and apps outside of Facebook. Facebook insists the ad one can purchase won't be Facebook ads, but by using Facebook's targeting data, they'll be more effective than one other big ad platforms, according to the company. Facebook's Atlas will involve several partners, but the social network has only announced 2 so far. Omnicom, the ad-holding giant that already has deals with most of the biggest names on the internet, including Google, Twitter, Facebook and others, and Instagram, the photographic social networking purchased by Facebook in early 2012. As far as privacy concerned, Facebook insists its ad will be able to know some basic facts about you, but your actual identity will remain totally anonymous to publishers and advertisers. Atlas is likely to serve as a foil to Google's double-click display ad business, even though search ads still comprise the vast majority of revenue for Google. The first detail about Atlas leaked in August, when the information described how Facebook was pouring resources into Atlas in advance of a big new push with the product expected to coincide with the Advertising Week trade show in late September.
Have you ever wanted Facebook to get rid of all the ads? Do you want something new in your social media circuit?
Well, Paul Burnett did something about your problems and invented an ad-free site called Hello. Here's a look.
Had enough of Facebook? Tired with Twitter? Still not convinced about Google+? Then say hello to the latest social network, Hello. To describe Hello in its own words, it is simple, beautiful, ad-free social network created by a small group of artists and designers led by Paul Burnett. Hello's own manifesto, which is the most striking feature of this network, includes the reminder that on the other social networks, you are the product that's bought and sold. Hello's co-founder, Paul Burnett, said that they wanted it to be very simple. He wanted to make the social network that they wanted. Hello's interface is quite clean. Its user interface is simple and strangely black and white. The only color can be found in the photos and animated GIFs users share along with their profile and header images. Even the logo is plain black circle with a smile. It is missing its eyes, perhaps to indicate that we are free to do as we wish. Hello is not watching us and thus not invading with our privacy. Users can post status updates, photos and GIFs and comment on their friends' posts. There is a search tool to find the people you know, though as of now do not rely on that feature much. The creators have a long list of new features, including more privacy settings they say are in the works, but the timing is unclear. According to an article, Hello requests for invitees have jumped from 4,000 per hour to 31,000. The invitees for Hello are sent via email because the hot new social network has no mobile apps yet. No specific friend finding feature like you are accustomed to on the other social networks and apps. You cannot connect it to Twitter or Facebook or your email contacts to find friends to connect with. Perhaps the greatest way to connect is to share your Hello URL across other social networks and hope that your friends click. So, are you ready for the change with Hello, or are you already using Hello? Give it a chance and let us know what you think.
Well, this is the end of our show. Thank you again so much for all the feedback that you send in week after week. Do stay with us and join us again next week, same time, same place. Do write to us at our email, on our Twitter handle, Facebook page or on our YouTube channel.
Yes, but before you log off, we'll leave you with the interesting video we searched for you this week. Thank you and goodbye.
Goodbye.